Hey, welcome everybody. It's supposed to be Tuesday Night Live, but it's Monday Night Live because tomorrow's Halloween and we have got such an exciting Power Pack meeting tonight. Oh my gosh, grab a pad of paper, grab a pen. You're going to hear 8 amazing ideas of ways to make money in November, but it doesn't just happen. You've got to pick which ideas you want to implement and run with those. You might pick 1, you might pick 3, you might pick 7 of them, but figure out which ones really speak to your heart and get you excited, because if you're excited, your clients are going to be excited. So without further ado, I do want to screen share really quick. And why is it not allowing me to screen share? Lori, are you still
screen? It should because I stopped.
Okay.
It should let you because I
recording.
Perfect.
I started my Mary Kay business 5 years ago and fell in love with the flexibility and freedom in this opportunity. My why is my son, Logan. He has type 1 diabetes and is my world. Knowing he was watching me and learning to fight his own giant with type 1 diabetes, hearing him say, I can do hard things, encouraged me to say, I can do hard things. And so that was our saying, him and I, that was our saying, I can do hard things. And knowing that he was watching me and tracking with me what I was working on, but I've loved being able to stay at home with him, design my life around his needs, his medical needs. I've been blessed to earn the use of several Mary Kay vehicles and earn a top trip in Mary Kay, and then have just absolutely loved the recognition and the rewards, the self-improvement, the personal growth that I've experienced in this business.
I love her story. So often we can use our kids as our why because it just helps us realize that there's more to what we can do than just us, right? Here's one more quick one I want you guys all to see.
I started my Mary Kay business to raise my 2 boys, Eric and Mark, and they were my
why for the longest time. After 23 years of marriage, I was in a divorce situation, and my why changed to taking care of myself. And Mary Kay has gotten me through all of those ups and downs of all those relationships. And now my why is to empower women to be more than they ever imagined that they could be.
You know what I love about those 2 videos, you guys, is those women are in 2 completely different places in life. One has been married and is, was married for quite a while and then divorced. And then the other one has got a son that really motivates her. And so you have to realize, is that, do we have a crystal ball? Do we know what's going on in the lives of our clients or our friends and our relatives? We have no clue. Most of them are not going to say, I'm unhappy in a marriage, or I'm trapped, or I'm broke financially. But you know what? If you offer it like a plate of chocolate and you just literally think, how could this benefit her? Maybe it's girlfriends. Maybe it's confidence and self-esteem. Maybe it's belonging, especially if they're an empty nester, or maybe they've gone through a divorce and their kids are spending half their time with their ex-spouse and half their time with them. It's a huge transition. So you don't know what's going to interest people. So I assume, this is on me, but I assume everyone's interested. I just have to figure out what would interest her. So I'm going to give you a super quick example. I had a woman that I met at a booth event. She's a spiritual healer. She was at the table next to me and she entered the drawing, and I called her for a facial, and she booked a facial with 2 of her friends, and she bought about $100 worth of product. Then she decided to book a party off her party. And so her party is this upcoming Thursday. Well, then I pulled her aside, on the phone. I just said, hey, is it possible I can talk to you? And I didn't know if she was going to be interested in the opportunity or not. She's super busy, has a full-time nursing career, has got 2 or 3 little kids, super busy. And I said to her, Janie, I said, you've got this party we just did. You've got another party scheduled this upcoming Thursday. Do you have a minute I could share with you the business side of Mary Kay? Because you could be getting a massive discount. That's all I said to her, was a massive discount. She said, sure, I'd listen. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'd love to offer you a mascara for free or an eye makeup remover if you'll watch this 4-minute video and then give me 15 to 20 minutes of your time. She said, sure. So I sent her the 4-minute video on the company turning 60. Then I got on the phone with her and I said, have you ever had a side hustle? Now, these are important questions. Have you ever thought about a side hustle or had a side hustle in the last 10 or 15 years? And she said, yeah, 2. I said, tell me about those, because I want to kind of see where she's coming from. And she said, well, I tried selling vitamin supplements for about 3 months and it didn't go well, so I quit. She said, now I'm trying to tutor people with, or counsel or coach people on their spiritual health or whatever. And so I said, okay, so are you making money at that? And she said, not really. And I said, okay, so when you're looking for a side hustle, because remember, she's done 2, I said, what were you looking for? Is it flexibility? Is it money? Is it like, what are you looking for? And she said, I did both of them to make extra money. And I said, were you successful in making extra money? She said, no. And that's why I'm leery. I really appreciated her being vulnerable with me, because I may not have known that had she not shared that with me. And I said, okay, well, you love the product of Mary Kay, right? And she says, I do. And I said, the party we're doing this upcoming Thursday could be your party. I'm just throwing that out there to you. So I walked her through it, spent some time with her, about 15, 20 minutes on the phone. She's talking to her husband tonight, and she's going to call me back tonight or tomorrow morning with a decision. But again, you look at her life, 2 jobs, couple little kids, nursing. I mean, she's got crazy schedule. And you might think, like, it's easily to prejudge. She's too busy. She's not going to be interested. You just don't know. You literally don't know. So just assume that everyone's looking for something until they tell you otherwise. So that's that. I'm super excited about the end of October. We've got some big audacious goals to still hit by tomorrow. We're still looking for about 8 more women to earn their SOAR beautiful scarf for the month. Oh my gosh, I just got mine 2 weeks. I wore mine yesterday. I know, isn't it beautiful, Lori? It's actually a lot prettier than I thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be
large. It's way large.
Yeah, it wraps around my neck like twice and then hangs down. It's gorgeous. And the fabric feels amazing, but it's something that, because of the coloring, you're going to get a lot of compliments on it and say, oh, thank you. I earned that as a top achiever in Mary Kay. It's a beautiful scarf. Many of you are on target for the consistency. So you could take some of the ideas I'm going to give with you tonight, and you could still implement these by tomorrow. The one idea specifically is the October special deals. We'll talk about the special deal sheet in a minute, but have you ever heard of a thing called double deal days? There's a piece of clip art with Monica, and if you need help finding it, let me know. But you could literally claim tomorrow, October 31st, is double deal day. And what that means is when they spend $50 with you, instead of them picking 1 item on the half price sheet, they get to pick 2. So if they spend 100, they're going to get 4 items at half price. If they spend 150, they're going to get 6 items. Well, you guys, this October sheet, in my opinion, is one of the best ones they've ever done. Charcoal mask is on there. Pink clay mask is on there. Like, so many good things are on the October special deal sheet. So you could still generate a lot of income for this month so that you can still get your goals finished. Okay. So it isn't over till it's over, right? And if we have to put an order on hold, we can put an order on hold for 24 hours. We don't really like to do that, but we can in a pinch if you're trying to get funding together or gather money from customers or whatever. But anyway, that's what I'm most excited about. I'm also excited about retreat. So excited. It's going to be such an amazing weekend. And I really wish all of you could be there, but do not miss next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, because you're going to get the inside scoop from Lori and from Valida and from Janine and from Kim and from Carrie and all of us that are going, and from Rhonda. You'll get all this great information about retreat, because everyone's going to be taking different classes. And you know what? It's kind of like watching a movie. You go to the theater with a girlfriend, you walk out and she goes, that was so funny. And you're like, funny? I thought it was like exciting or whatever. So you can be exposed to the same material, but here's something different, because it depends on where you are in your life and where you are in your business. So you all could take the exact same class and get something different out of it. So I'm really, really looking forward to recapping everything next Tuesday. So I'm going to tell you now, before I have Lori share, please go grab a piece of paper. Then you don't have to watch the video again. You're going to want to hear all 8 of these ideas, and hear my heart. You're not going to pick all 8. If anybody picks all 8 of these, you guys are going to be in overwhelm mode before you go to bed. You just are. So maybe prioritize and pick a couple and implement those. Okay. So before I share that, I would love to turn it over to Lori. Lori, anything exciting you want to share about wrapping up October?
Yes, I want to hear the other 2 points, 3 that you make with after you have them watch the 15 to 20 minute video. You ask them if she had thought about doing a side hustle, and what are you looking for, and then
Well, I asked her what her experience was with those side hustles. Did she make any money? Did she feel good about her experience? She said, no. I said, what would you love to add to your life? Is it more girlfriend time? And you got to give them some suggestions. Because when I say, what do you want to add to your life? They're like, what? Either that or it's just the way I ask. So when I say, what would you love to add, Janie, to your life? Is it more girlfriend time, more money, more travel, more community, more personal growth? And she said, actually, personal growth and money. So give them some choices and then throw it out and see what she responds. And then I said, so could you see yourself doing this? And she goes, I don't know, maybe. And I said, well, tell me more about that. Well, I think I could do this, or I think I could do that. And I use the word tell me more a lot. I also say, well, what if blah, 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 whatever it is. And I said, well, what if you could try this? I said, so what if you did this for a year? What's the worst case scenario? You get all your stuff at half off, all your Christmas gifts at half off, and you have fun and you have personal growth. If you don't love this a year from right now, I'll take you back as a customer. I'd be happy to. But trust me, once you're on the pink side of the fence, you'll never turn back. So that's kind of what I would do.
And then do you say, now after all that you've heard, and
so the transition to closer, to actually
Yes.
closer, is what I would say is I say, so of everything you heard, Janine, what are the maybe 2 things that mean the most to you? What resonates the most with you? What's the most important to you? And she said the 90% buyback, which doesn't surprise me because she's a very cautious personality. She said the 90% buyback, and she goes, honestly, the 50% discount. Actually, she mentioned the 50% discount first. She said the 50% discount and the 90% buyback if I don't do well. And I said, okay, so you're never going to know till you try. If we get your agreement in tonight or tomorrow morning, it's a $25 start, but you can also do the samples in the kit. I said, we can do that, but all you've got to do right now is decide, do I want to try this? Because you're never going to know till you try. And what's the worst case scenario? Half off. Like there is no downside. So does that help, Lori? Is that what you were thinking?
Yes, but okay. So then,
she's checking with her husband and she's
Okay.
calling me back tonight. And I said, I was available between 7:30 and 8:30 as soon as the meeting's over. And I said, if I don't hear from you by 8:30, I'm going to text you or give you a call. And she said, okay.
Okay.
So she's just checking with her hubby because he was at work and she watched the video and whatever.
So then do you say, and so when I call, I'm going to ask you, do you want to do this? Or
she knows that. I made that pretty clear. I said, well, if you don't call me, I'll give you a call and you can let me know what you've decided. Because I said, I'm happy to turn the class over on Thursday. Do you guys know how exciting that is for a brand new team member? She's going to get the sale. So I told her, I'm going to still do the work. I've already mailed out the samples. I'm going to go ahead and close the party. But instead of them spending hundreds of dollars with me, they're going to spend hundreds of dollars with you. Like, it's kind of a no-brainer. All right. Lori, is there anything else you want to share?
Oh, well, I'm just excited about wrapping up October and then jumping in to November. And, it is the retreat is going to be fabulous. We always get amazing training. Talk about personal growth. That's the place to get it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Sunday, we get the most amazing holiday ideas. But and that's just going to be great fill-in for what you give us tonight. So it will be important for anyone who is not able to go or, is not able to go. Show up next Tuesday because you will hear all about it. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to take my iPad. My iPad's really old, so I don't know if it'll allow me to Zoom, but I'm going to try to take some videos of like the holiday stuff and that kind of thing to show you guys when we come back. It's going to be amazing. So who of those of you guys who were on tonight, I know we switched the meeting because normally it's on Tuesdays and it's tonight. And I know that doesn't always work for everybody, but I didn't want to have our meeting on Halloween. So does anybody have anything they want to jump on and share that they're excited about? Something you've done since last week? Maybe you talked to somebody, you handed someone a business card, maybe you put out some facial boxes, maybe you had a $100 day or a $500 week or whatever. Is there something that you are proud of that you did, that you stepped outside your comfort zone? And Kim, bless your heart for being on here because I know you're still sick with COVID, so God bless you. Anybody really quick want to share anything they achieved this week?
Well, I can share. I just shared, but I can just share that how glad I was to feel confident in in answering someone, I was out walking in my neighborhood, and there were these twins, and I mean, they did not look, they looked to be in their later 20s or 30s. Turns out they have 20-year-olds, never mind. And one of them, I didn't bring up Mary Kay, and bring up anything, and she said, my goodness, I just can't, your skin is amazing. And I said, well, I didn't pay you to say that. That's what I felt like saying. And so I got their names and numbers, and we'll be following up. But Diane, I know you had events like back to back to back to back.
I did. So I got about 10 leads on, because I only worked a part of a shift, but I got 10 leads from a Benicia trick or treat, Hello Kitty, whatever festival. And I know that Mary Hamilton got a ton of leads, and so did Sonia Soto. They got some great leads on Sunday. And then this morning I was asked by the Contra Costa County and Solano County Food Bank. They were doing a wellness fair and a appreciation for their employees and volunteers. So I made 100 goodie bags with little organza bags, eyelashes. I'll grab one in just a minute to show you. And so I only handed out 50, or maybe 45 of them, because some of the people, a lot of them were guys that didn't want a little goodie bag that had pink organza, but I gave them regular charcoal mask samples. But I received over 22 leads in the hour and a half I was there. 22 or 23 women were like, oh my gosh, I know Mary Kay. I don't have a consultant. I did satin hands on all of them. I did satin lips on a whole bunch of them. So they were super excited. So they guessed how many pieces of candy are in the jar. And so I've got a ton of leads to follow up with tonight. These are the ones just from today, all of these. So yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow, because my front door is a booth event. Let me just say.
Your hot trigger. You guys, if you live in a busy neighborhood, please make sure you have something to give the mom. I would put a piece of candy, a little piece of hard candy from the Dollar Tree with a charcoal mask sample and a certificate in there that entitles her to a pre-holiday makeover and pampering session, just because she's a parent or whatever. And I would put that. And so when you give one to the kid, if the parents are way away from the door, you say, can you please hand this to your mom or dad or whoever brought you trick or this is for your mom. And so last year I actually put labels on mine that were half of an address label that said, this is for the mom, or this is for the mom parent, or whatever. Although that is stereotyping that it's going to be a mom instead of two dads. But anyway, give out samples.
I've had dads take them to their wives.
Or whatever. So yeah, but definitely have something to hand out. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to take you guys to our unit Facebook page, because this is really strategic. So grab your pen and paper, and feel free, if you guys have a question, just to raise your hand or come off mic or whatever. So first of all, the special deals for November are already posted. You guys want to save this link on top of here. This is the link you can text out to your customers. When they click on it, they will receive not just the flyer, because you can send out the flyer, but when you send this out, this is the November special deal. So you've got on here nourishing oil. This is really important if you haven't done your order. Make sure you've got nourishing oil in stock. Facial radiance peel. When stuff is half off, people go crazy. Acne treatment gel, men's shaving cream, instant puffiness reducer. That'll be huge, because that's a little pricier of an item. Time-wise 4-in-1 cleanser, the blending brush, satin hands at half off. I'll have customers want these for Christmas presents. I know, seriously. So this is the November special deals. Now, when your customer clicks on this, keep in mind that there's little videos all the way down that explain every single product, the nourishing oil, all these. Now, I do want to bring one thing to your attention, you guys. When this gal puts these together, if you scroll down to the very, very, very bottom, look at the men's. I think she does these, or maybe she doesn't. Nope, that's the wrong video. Never mind. So these are all the ones that you can promote this out. So this is what's coming up in November, is the special deals sheet. Okay. If you're still using October's, there's no reason you still can't use October's. In fact, October, in my opinion, is even better, not better stuff, but just more popular stuff. So, but I've got clients that are going to freak out over Radiance Peel. Getting Radiance Peel at half price, you'll have a ton of people do that. So you guys, please check your inventory. If you have not ordered yet, please look at this flyer before you place your order, so that you can be prepared. Okay. All right. So now let's go back to Facebook really quick, and I'm going to walk you guys through a few things. So let me close this tab out.
And Diane, didn't you mention that you could do a double dip days or something, and they could do tomorrow, they could do both October and November.
Correct. So you could do a thing called double deal days. And you
Double.
could say double deal day, October 31st. When you spend 50, instead of getting one item, you get two. And I did that not last month because I forgot, but you could pick any day. You could pick the day of your birthday. Like if your birthday falls on the 12th, do the 12th of every month be double deal day. Or you could just pick a random date and announce it. So there's no reason, especially with Halloween being tomorrow. If I were you guys, I would do double deal day. In fact, you know what? I will probably do that tomorrow. Now that I think about it, that would be a great thing for me to do. It'll create hysteria to my customers. All right. So here's our unit Facebook page, correct? You all know where this is. Now, these are all listed on boards, except for the special deals in the calendar, because I just finished them tonight, but they will be all listed on boards. So there's the November deals. Now, I need to go over this calendar really, really detailed with you guys, because there is more stuff on here than there's ever been before. So let's walk through this really, really quick. So next week, so first of all, let's talk about our unit. Our unit has a virtual holiday boutique, meaning they jump on this number on Zoom. Our virtual holiday boutique is November 1st, November the 13th, and November the 20th. These are all at 7 p.m. It is only a 30-minute holiday boutique. And in those 30 minutes, I'm going to share 14 gifts. So that's almost a gift every minute and a half. It's going to go record fast, but I will tell you, they will not be bored. They will have a blast. So they're going to see like the top 2 or 3 gifts for men, the top 2 or 3 gifts for teenagers, the whole 9 yards. So those, we have 3 virtual holiday boutiques. Again, the 1st, the 13th, and the 20th. So then let's talk about what else is on here. We've got in-person holiday boutique in Benicia. See with this little wrapped gift? This means people, you can bring people to my house. If you want the invite for that, it's on Unit Facebook. My holiday boutique is on the 9th. There's set hours on the 16th and on the 17th. So these are the 3 days. On the 9th, it's from 1 to 3 and 5 to 6:30. So it does overlap Janice's sharing event a little bit, but again, this is at my house. The 16th, it is from 2 to 4 and 6:30 to 8:30. And then on the 17th, it's 2 to 4. So, and then I'm doing by private appointment as well. So these are the dates where I will have my place decorated to the hill, everything wrapped and gorgeous. I prefer for you not to just send people here. I prefer you to bring them, but you're welcome to bring them through, knowing that what they see of mine, that they'll be able to buy from you. All right. So let's talk about Tuesday Night Lives. Next week will be a huge recap on retreat and some inside scoop that Lori and I are not allowed to talk about yet. So that'll be on the 7th. We'll have another one on the 14th. On the 21st, it's going to be a very special Thanksgiving event. I was going to try to do a virtual potluck just to be kind of funny and everybody make their favorite dish and go on Zoom. But I've got something special as far as the guest speaker, and I've got something up my sleeve. I'll let you know about that in next Tuesday. But we have a special Thanksgiving event on the 21st, and definitely invite guests. And then the last meeting of the month will be on the 28th. Okay. Now, if you look up here, Janice has got 4 events on Wednesdays. The 1st and the 15th are product events. This first one is on brows and eyes. And the second one, I'll show you the flyers in just a second. And then notice on the 8th and the 29th, because there's nothing the day before Thanksgiving, those are skincare parties. I want to make sure you guys see these skincare parties because we're going to refer to all the stuff in a minute. Then she's got the sharing event, the first 3 Thursdays, skip Thanksgiving, and then the last day of the month. Okay. Then I want you to notice something else. New product is launching. You can order here on the 10th if you did PCP or you were a star consultant last quarter, which I know Janine, you were, and Kim, I believe you were. So you guys maybe get early order. If you did PCP as well, you can order everything on the 10th. Otherwise, you have to wait till the 15th to order. Okay, so that covers every single thing going on. Now, notice this big old fat square. Pink weekend, plan to do something. I put that up there for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay, so you're going to write down, we've got Pink Friday, Small Business Saturday. So make sure you guys write this down. Pink Friday. I mean, it's Black Friday, but we call it Pink Friday. Small Business Saturday. And then you've got, Lori, what's the one for Sunday? Let's see, Small Business Saturday, and then
I don't know what Sunday is. I just know Monday is
another
Cyber.
day. I'll put it on Zoom later or post it on Facebook. And then Monday is Cyber Monday. So and I'm going to give you all kinds of ideas, and there'll be more ideas posted on boards. So be checking the November folder of boards over the next couple days for Pink Weekend ideas. I might even create a whole other folder for Pink Weekend just because there's so much stuff. But be checking the boards app. Okay, does anybody have questions on this stuff? So everything that's in green, these bigger things green, are virtual. They're all my Zoom, this one. Okay. The holiday boutique is just these little presents. Those are at my house in Benicia. Okay. Now realize Veterans Day is the 11th. So this is a 3-day weekend for a lot of kids in school.
Wow.
So a lot of kids have Monday off, which is why I did my holiday boutique then. I figured maybe parents will take the day off. I don't know. So the virtual boutique, you guys, is going to be a ton of fun. I'll be showing gift ideas for the fashionista. That means their girlfriend that is very trendy. I'm going to show gifts for their three gifts for the minimalist girlfriend, teenager gifts, all of that stuff.
Oh, that's powerful.
Oh my gosh, you guys, your guests, I'm not kidding you, are going to have a blast. Now I am going to record it. So if you wanted to, you could host your own. And Valita, you could say to all your girlfriends, hey, you guys, I'm doing my own virtual boutique with my director, Diane, and it's Friday at 4 o'clock, and you could get all your girlfriends to jump on Friday, pull it up on your Zoom, right? But show my video. And I'll say, welcome you guys to our holiday virtual boutique. Get ready to see some amazing gifts. I'm doing that so you guys can reuse the video over and over and over again until stuff sells out. And then we'll have to figure it out. Does anybody have questions on the calendar? Are you all good? Either unmute yourself or raise your hand. We're all good? All right. So first of all, up here is the November special deals. Then we've got the calendar. Then when you guys come down here, these are all the events. So November 1st, which is tomorrow, no, day after tomorrow, it is all on lips and eyes, brows, lips, and eyes. So she's going to talk a little bit about brows, brow tint, brow liner, the eyes, the 4 colors you can put in the mini compact, and she'll be doing lips. So it's basically lips, eyes, and brows. Okay, and that's on the 1st. And then as soon as Janice is done with this is our holiday virtual boutique. So depending on what your guest wants, if she wants to learn about makeup, have her on here. If she's interested in holiday gifts, if you guys know people that are going to be buying for their staff, like realtors, mortgage brokers, anybody who buys for a group of employees or a staff appreciation gifts, definitely have them on, because when they see the mint bliss with the socks and the price points, they'll be buying from you. Excuse me. All right, so we have this on the 1st. Okay, and I don't know why it's not letting me skip from picture to picture. It usually will let me.
There you go. It did. It is.
No, it's the same picture. It's not letting me.
Well, she had it twice, I thought.
No.
Try it again. Try it again.
No, it usually lets me see. Normally I go from picture to
Spanish.
picture. Okay. So I don't get to do that. So you guys will see there's those events. There's the sharing event. Then here's the one for the skincare class, because I'll talk about this in a minute. This is November 8th. Janice has free product giveaways and all these, but look at this. Grab your sample packet and jump on for your virtual class. So that means there's a couple ways you guys can use this. And this is all translated into Spanish. So you guys can use this multiple ways. And we're going to talk about that just in a minute. So every single event for the whole month of November is posted right here. Okay. And then if you scroll down, here is my at my home invitation. Now, keep in mind, I'm doing a pink sale table with 40% off, and it's all my stuff that I only have 1 or 2 left of. It's limited edition. So we'll have to figure out how your customers are going to get to look at that pink table. But if you guys want to come through, please come through yourself, but don't come by yourself. Bring a client, bring a family member, something. Okay. So those are the dates for my in-home holiday boutique in Benicia. I do need to know which sessions you're coming to though, because I'm doing it by private appointment. Okay. Here's the
Diane,
October.
Could consultants bring a basket of their maybe limited edition that they still have?
Or better is for the consultant to let them know that they have a pink basket, like my pink sale table, and that they'll show them what's on pink sale. Thank you for that, Lori. Now here's the October. Oh, this is the one that's in Spanish. Okay, but you guys can imagine if this was in English. It's farther down. But look at the stuff that's on here: biocellulose mask, charcoal mask, gel mask, pink clay mask, masking applicator, hydrogel eye patches. If you guys did double deal day tomorrow, look at the fragrances that are on here. People are going to go crazy. They're going to want to spend 51, 152, 250. They're going to want to spend at least 200. Well, actually, no, if you do 2, that would be 1, that'd be 50, 100, 150. So if they spend 150, they'd get 6 items. Oh my gosh, they would have a heyday. So just make sure you guys have got this stuff ready. I would do double deal day tomorrow. Totally up to you guys though. Okay, and so here's again the special deals you can send out and say on there it's double deal day. And then this is the virtual boutique. You guys can literally take this invitation and text it out. I texted this out to over 67 clients that are not local to me. I did not send it to anybody who lives anywhere near Benicia. I said, I'd love for you to jump on. Can you join me November 1st? Because I want them on early. Okay. If they don't want to jump on Zoom, they can jump on the Scoop About Beauty. I will stream it live there.
Oh,
So they can go on either one, Facebook or the Zoom. Okay. But again, the first one is day after tomorrow, you guys. And remember, things are selling out. So you're going to definitely want to get them on there sooner than later. Okay. The last thing I want to bring your attention to is the Quantum Leap directors and I. Some of these gals are $1 million directors, but Monday, if you guys are not calling in on this every day, you're really missing the boat. This is free motivation, inspiration. So last week, the topics were all team building. And remind me in 1 second, Laura, to talk about that. And this week is all on holiday happiness and selling ideas. So starting today, it'll be holiday selling ideas all the way through Saturday. So Melinda always does the weekend, and she's so good. Friday is Bridget Moore, $1 million director. Thursday's Crystal Downey Shade, $1 million director. I'm always on Wednesday. Tuesday's Melinda Bell, Circle of Excellence director. And then Corinne Kresh, she's on Monday. Great lineup. You guys, I call in every single day while I'm putting my makeup on, every single day. And a lot of times, honestly, it's not about Mary Kay. I mean, this week it will be about selling, but a lot of time it's psychology, mindset stuff. So really good stuff. So please grab that phone number and make sure you're utilizing that. Okay. Again, here are some of the, these are events that Janice just did. I have to say the bingo thing was a huge hit. My customers had more fun with that Bewitched bingo. So we are going to do it again. I thought about possibly doing it the Tuesday of Thanksgiving, but I'll let you guys know in the next couple of days. But my customers had a blast. And then I had several consultants going, my customers did join on, they want to do it again. When are we doing it again? So I know, Valita, you had more guests than anybody. Valita, I didn't preface this. Are you able to come off mic? Do you want to tell me, how did you get so many guests on? I think you had 4 guests or 5 guests on. Did you say something special?
Well,
to
I
them?
just called them. I just told them we were having a bingo and asked them if they would be on. I actually had 6, but the other one, she couldn't make it. But yeah, they was excited about being there.
And you had one of your gals win. 2 of your gals won.
I think 2, yeah.
Yeah. And so, so I sent this whole $39 compact to one of them. I figured she's going to be one excited woman. So,
oh, wow.
Valita, you want to make sure you follow up with them because you saw the bingo specials, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I'm calling
Because
them tomorrow morning.
What I did is I told them they only
All
had
of them.
48 hours to do the bingo specials, but you could just say to them that the bingo specials, I would text them tonight when you get done with the meeting tonight and say to them that the bingo specials expire tomorrow and you just want to know what they'd love to get. Because it was buy an item, get a second for half price.
Yes.
Anything on the whole bingo board. So, and everything's posted for you. So congratulations, Vlad. And I think it's that personal invitation that really makes a big difference. So
it does. Yeah. Because they don't.
Okay, well, we'll look at doing that again because I think it was a lot of fun. Consultants had fun, guests had fun. So we'll look at doing that again. All right. So let's go through the 8 ways to make money for November. You're going to want to grab a pen and paper and stop me if you get stuck. All right. And this is not an order of importance. This is just kind of based on how it came out of my brain. All right. So number 1 is the Wednesday watch parties. Now I'm talking about not the skincare parties. I'm talking about the watch parties. All right. So let me just go show you what I'm talking about really, really quick. So I'll be on the same page. So I'm talking about the watch parties that are, okay, the one that's on the 1st and the one that is on the 15th. Those are watch parties. This one on the 1st is eyes, brows, and lips, right? You saw that one. And then the next one, Janice has got the invitation. It's already all posted. So what do you do for these? You invite people by saying a very special text. Oh my gosh, could you be my virtual guest for a pop-up party? It's a product event featuring brows, lips, and eyes, and we're giving away a ton of stuff, including Kate Spade. Would you like more details? I don't give them the link. I don't tell them what time it is. I just say, do you want more details? Or would you like the scoop? Because what I'm trying to do is send that out to maybe 20 or 30 people to see who's interested, because there's no sense in me regurgitating all the information, the details, if they're not interested, right? So remember, if you end a text with a question, put the question at the very end, you're 63% more likely to get a response. Okay, so number 1 way to make money is to tap into this. Are you teaching? That would be no. Are you professionally dressed? Maybe not. Maybe you might be breastfeeding a baby. You might be sitting there in your yoga clothes, having a sip of wine, whatever. But Janice is going to go on. Janice is going to do the work. Janice is going to give away all the gifts, and I help pay for it because all the directors pay for it. It costs you nothing. Nothing out of your pocket, no work on your end. Do you guys know how many consultants in Mary Kay would give their right arm if their national or their director did these events? I have to tell you guys, you're very, very fortunate. So the 1st and the 15th are product pop-up events. So that's one way to make money next month. And you don't, and keep in mind, when someone confirms they're going to be on, half that say yes will actually show up. So if 4 tell you they're going to be on, you'll probably have 2 guests. Now, if it were me and I had, let's just say, who's this gal, Brittany. If I had Brittany say she's going to jump on, I'd say, Brittany, here's the deal. I'm going to give you 1 half price item if you grab a girlfriend and jump on with you. Or I might say, Brittany, I'll give you any mascara at half price if you'll have a girlfriend join you. And if you get 2 girlfriends to join you, the mascara is free. Okay, Brittany's going to jump on, trust me, for a free mascara, she'll go find 2 friends. And I'll say, all I need you to do before you log in, Brittany, is to text me your girlfriend's name so I can look for them in the chat. So let me know before 6 o'clock who's jumping on with you. Now, the worst case scenario is Brittany just jumps on by herself. That's okay. But if Brittany brings me 1 person or 2 people, you guys, you could have 6, 8, 9 people on one event. And here's the key. It's all in the follow-up. You can have 9 people on there and never make a dime because you don't call them the next day. You assume if they want something, they'll call you. That's not their job. And if you need help with follow-up, Lori and I are extremely good at that. Please reach out to us and let us know. So number 1 way to make money is the Wednesday watch parties. Number 2, the Wednesday skincare class. So you've got here on the 8th and on the 29th, you've got skincare classes. So what you do is a couple options. Valita could host at her house a skincare class, have anywhere from 4 to 8 women sitting around a kitchen table, all with the tray and a mirror, all with the samples squirted, or give them the foil samples if you don't want to squirt stuff, give them the strip. And Valita could have 4 to 8 people around a kitchen table. Valita's not going to even hardly do any of the talking. She puts her laptop up and she says, okay, you guys, we're going to do whatever the national says to do. And she's going to have microderm there for them to try and charcoal mask for them, do a little bit of charcoal on their face while it's drying, do a little bit of microderm in the back of the hand, and then we'll close the party. So Valita could have a party at her kitchen table with a ton of people. But Valita could also mail out a package to her best friend in Vegas, her other best friend who just moved to Atlanta, and a granddaughter who maybe moved to Seattle. So she's got 3 people on virtually and 5 people around her kitchen table. Technically, Valita would be doing 8 women in one night. But if Janice is going to do the work, why would you not want to tap into that? Now, this also works if you've got a customer that you've mailed a package to and they didn't jump on anything. So I might say, Valita, please tell me you still have your samples. And I just wait for them to say, I do. Why? And I say, oh my gosh, what are you doing on the whatever? Now, this is far enough out. If they have samples now, I'd set up a private appointment, but that's a whole different training. So tap into these 2 skincare classes, one on the 8th, one on the 29th. Okay, that's the second way to make money. Again, having a group at your house or having a group on Zoom or both. I mean, where you mail out packets. All right, number 3 is our unit virtual holiday boutique. So you've got it on the 1st, you've got it on the, whatever day that is, 11th, 12th, the 13th, and on the 20th. These are virtual holiday boutiques. I will tell you guys, the year we started this on COVID, the first year of COVID, the average consultant's clients spend $60. Now, I will tell you, several of the consultants texted me, oh my God, my client spent $400. And then another girl would say, oh my gosh, my client spent $30. I'm so excited. So some clients spend a lot, but getting them on made all the difference in the world. And I am going to show them the special deals and say, well, if you buy tonight, here's what else you can get. Okay. So how many people could you confirm? And what I would do is say, I'm in a challenge to have 13 people on our virtual holiday boutique. Can I count on you? Like, come out right then, you guys, be direct and ask. And so I would say to Janine, could I count on you on the 1st? And Janine goes, yeah, I'll be on. Say, Janine, here's the deal. I need to reach 13. And I know you're going to fall in love with something. So what if I offered you, now you've never used our micellar water, but I think you'd love it because you travel. What if I offered you a micellar water for free if you've got 1 girlfriend on? Or you could offer her a half price item for every girlfriend she gets on, whatever. So again, taking advantage of these virtual holiday boutiques when you guys are not doing the work I am. And it's 30 minutes and very fast paced. If they type their name in the chat, I will do a quick guest drawing at the end. Okay, so those are the 3 virtual holiday boutiques. That's the 3rd way to make money. Number 4 is my in-person holiday boutiques, where these little red gifts are. That is physically bringing people to Benicia to come through my holiday boutique. So physically drive them here or meet them here and walk through my boutique. That's one possible way to make money. And you guys aren't going to do all these ways. I'm not trying to give you 8 things to do, okay? Number 5, the special deals for November. What if you took that November special deal sheet and posted it on your unit Facebook page now? What if you send an email and to all your girlfriends saying, oh my gosh, why don't you guys check out what's on here? Satin Hands, one of the hottest Christmas gifts, one of the hottest holiday gifts is on here at half price. So think about it. If they bought 2 for regular price, that would make a $72 purchase. They'd get 1 for half price. Actually, if they buy 3, they could get 2 at half price. So they'd have 5. 3 at regular price, 2 at half price, because 3 totals over $100. Right, Lori? Am I doing that right? 36 times 3 is over $100. So the special deals in November, just really working that sheet, like really working it. That's the 5th way to make money. Number 6th way to make money in November are November birthdays. So people who have November birthdays, they don't want everything wrapped with a ho, ho, ho and a snowman on it because it's their birthday. It's not Christmas. So keep in mind, who do you have in your life? What customers do you have? What Facebook friends? Now, if you don't know how to do this, reach out to your director. She will show you how to find on Facebook what of your friends have November birthdays. Then what if you did a text to your customers that you don't know their birthdays? Like if you go on the preferred customer program, it'll tell you which ones you've got birthdays for and which ones you don't. And you could literally text them and say, I'm doing a birthday club starting in November. I'm so grateful for you and thankful. That's, it's the season of Thanksgiving. What month is your birthday? And they'll text you back whatever the month is. If it happens to be November, say, oh my gosh, perfect timing. Now you can offer a bunch of different things. The easy thing I do is they automatically get a 15% discount on everything they want for the whole month. However, if they will schedule a Zoom or in-person update, it's a 15 to 20 minute appointment. And all I show them is what has launched since last year, which would be like the boosters, the new eye makeup remover, waterproof eyeliner, lip liner, like whatever's launched in the last 12 months. It doesn't take a lot of time, but I send them that. Then I give them a 25% discount or even a 30% discount the month of their birthday. If you make it a significant enough discount, they will all meet with you. Don't do 50 or 40, but something below that. All right. So birthdays, tapping into November birthdays is really, really smart. Number 7 is you host a beauty pop-up or a skincare pop-up. Now your pop-up could be around your kitchen table. It could be virtual. It could be in person. You could do both. You could do a hybrid party. You could do different themes. Like you could say something like turn back time, and it could be anti-aging stuff. You could also do one that's themed around makeup. So quick skincare, always want to do quick skincare, but you might do even a foundation trade-in. According to whatever that magazine, I think it was In Style, it said that 74% of women are wearing the wrong foundation. So if that's the case, they could come to your party with their bottle of whatever brand they bought, Target, Sephora, whatever. And you will let them trade it in for 25% off the correct foundation for Mary Kay. And maybe even offer them a CC cream at 20% off if they buy it at the same time, plus the primer. So they're getting like a package of a primer, CC cream, and a foundation, and let them trade in, like physically take their old foundation that doesn't match anyway, and let them trade it in. So you could do any kind of a fun event. You could also even do something like the cocktail party look, like a Christmas party look, or a holiday party look probably is more appropriate. Because people will have holiday parties, whether their girlfriend or their neighbor throws it, or maybe it's a company party. They want to look cuter than everyone else. So it's like, okay, I want you to stand out. So are you using under eye corrector? Are you using bronzer? Are you using the new lip stuff, whatever? And get them.
Families get together too when they haven't seen each other for a long time.
Exactly. Or even if they go out for a holiday dinner, they're going to want a new holiday look. So you could take like the brown-eyed color card or the blue-eyed color card, because it's a little more dramatic, and let everybody do that card, regardless of their eye color. So you could have, number 7 is you hosting your own beauty pop-up. I would call it, instead of calling it a skincare class or a skincare party, it just sounds like a lot of work. I would call it either a beauty pop-up, a skincare pop-up, or a girls' night out. And you could even do, so I mentioned to one of the gals, I said, did you want to do makeup or do you want to get your face ready for bed? And she goes, oh my God, get your face ready for bed. She goes, I'm exhausted. I said, okay. So we're actually doing get your face ready for bed tomorrow night, even though it's Halloween. All right. So that's number 7. And the last one, which is one of the biggest ones, is Pink Weekend. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys about Pink Weekend. Don't get overwhelmed, but make a decision. You want to let your customers know what you're going to do. I wouldn't let them know today because they'll hold their whole orders, but I would probably start posting things. I would probably start posting things tomorrow that says Pink Weekend is coming. Stay tuned for more details. And then next Tuesday, type in Pink weekend is almost here. And then you could put Pink Friday, Small Business Saturday, whatever the one is on Sunday, and then Cyber Monday. And you could just say, you know, stay tuned for great specials and deals, and, you know, steals and deals is what I love, those words, steals and deals. And then probably about, I don't know, probably the week before is when I'd start really promoting it. I'd probably start promoting it on maybe the weekend right before. So what I do on my Pink Friday is, depending on what time they place their order, they get a discount, or you can do it by volume. So if they spend under 50, they get 15% off. If they spend between 50 and 150, they get a bigger discount. If they spend, so I've seen that method. And I've also seen the one where it says between 6 a.m. and 7:30 in the morning. Now, granted, they're not going to call you. They're going to place their order on your website or text you or whatever on the app. So you could run specials for Friday, Saturday, even if you're traveling. If you guys are going back, let's say Kim is going back to visit family in Minnesota and she's going to be on some red eye. You can still be running specials and promotions this whole time, even though you're not, you just got to do the follow-up. Does that make sense? So Pink Weekend is really important. And I think what I'm going to do is probably make a special folder in boards just called Pink Weekend, because otherwise, if I stick it with November, I think there's going to be too much stuff in there. So Pink Weekend, I'll post lots of ideas. Again, do not try to implement all the ideas, but pick an idea. Does that make sense? You could even take the November special deals, and maybe on Pink Friday, you could do double deal day where you could have everything be doubled. You could do something like that. So it could be something super simple. So just to recap, number one, Wednesday watch parties, which is the 1st and the 15th, getting people on, even though you're not doing any talking or the teaching. And remember, give them an incentive to jump on. Let them know you're going to do your own drawing. The second idea was the Wednesday skincare classes, whether you have people over to your place as well as virtual, you could tap into all of that. The third idea is our unit virtual holiday boutique. We have 3 of those. And then the in-person Benicia boutique, we have 3 of those. So you've got 6 boutiques where you guys are doing 0 wrapping, 0 of the work. I do the work and the wrapping. You guys make the money. Number 6 was birthday promotions, tapping into November birthdays. Number 7 was hosting your own beauty pop-up or skincare pop-up, maybe doing a matching foundation event or a skincare and makeup event. I just think those things are really fun. And then the last one is Pink Weekend, running promotions for the weekend. Women love a deal, you guys. They love a special. So one of the things that I'm going to do, in fact, let me grab this really quick. Excuse me for 1 second. Right now, the company very, very, very rarely ever does buy one, get one. Like, I think I've seen them do it twice in the last 10 years. So one was the sheet face masks, and this is the other one. Right now, it still is of the tonight. When you buy one of these for $9, you're going to sell it for $18. You get another one for $0. So that means, if you do the math, that means each box is costing you $4.50. Okay, you guys, that's insane. So at my boutique, only for every $100 my customer spends, they're going to get one of these for free. If she spends $300, she's getting 3 free. If she spends $500 at my boutique, she'll get 5 for free. Well, gang, at $4.50 each, if she spends $500 at my boutique, I'm okay with that. Does that make sense? If they buy the masking set, which is the charcoal, the gel, and the brush, I'm going to let them get this at a special price. Instead of 18, I'll probably do it for 13. You know, I'll do a discount on it. So this is, and then I've also separated a bunch of these as gifts with purchase. So I broke open about 8 of them, and I wrapped 8 of these individually, charcoals, and 8 of these individually. And I'm just going to give them as additional like gifts with purchase to hostesses mainly. But you guys, right now, these are not sold out. And these counts towards sales court and towards your scoreboard. The free one that you get, it counts full retail. So this is a killer deal. So I ordered 40 and got 40 free. So I have 80 of them. I'm super excited. Okay, so those are the 8 ideas. And here's what I'm going to suggest you all do is I would take the calendar. I would actually print it out in black and white if you want. And then I would sit down and look at what other things do you have going on? When do you have your own holiday party? When do you have your cookie exchange with the neighbors? When do you have stuff? So you can see, here's my life. Here's my kids, my grandkids, whatever's going on. Here's my job, whatever. What can I fit in? What's going to make the most sense for my family? If that's something you're really good at, great. If you're not, and it's a challenge for you to get that strategically laid out, please reach out to your director, Lori or I, and say, okay, I've got my family, I've got my commitments, and gang, you can't say yes to everything. If you say yes to every volunteer thing and everything that everyone asks you to do, honestly, you're going to be overwhelmed, in tears, ready to throw your hands in the air. Not because of Mary Kay, just because during the holidays, everybody wants a piece of your time. Let's be real. Okay, the last thing I want to mention to you guys, and it's actually a way to make money that I forget about, so maybe it's the 9th way, and that is adopt a grandparent. Adopt a grandparent is huge. If you are local to me, I could use the help with the 5 nursing homes that we give to, because we generate over 540 gifts. If you are not local to me, like Valida, if you guys want, I can help you find a low income Medi-Cal nursing home. And so if you guys want to do ones in other areas, you can, but let me know if you're participating in mine, just because it takes a village to get this done. The gifts are $25, and you ask somebody if they'd like to purchase how many grandparent gifts they would like to purchase. All the material for Adopt a Grandparent is on Boards. It's on our unit Facebook. Boards is the easiest way for you guys to find stuff. And I really want to tell you guys, I really hope you tap into the Boards app. It just really makes it really easy for you. Everything's in there. Even Janice's Zoom link is on there. My Zoom link is on there. Videos to watch. It's every day I load more and more stuff on there. But Adopt a Grandparent is another really great way. And that's on Boards as well. The letter, it's our 19th year. So let's say, Valida, you do a facility up in Sacramento. You can show them the letter and say, we've been doing this in the Bay Area for 19 years, and I'm bringing it local to Elk Grove or to Sacramento or whatever. And because people do love it when the money stays local.
Yeah,
but the gifts are $25 each. So because I committed to doing over 100. So on my last order, I ordered 40 hand creams and 40 lip balms. Unscented hand cream is what they want. And the shea butter lip balm, not the scrub, no sugar scrub, just the lip balms by themselves, the satin lip balm. So that and the unscented hand cream is what the nursing homes ask for. So, and then of course a teddy bear and a pair of socks. But Adopt a Grandparent is the 9th way to make money. And I will tell you guys, I don't really make money at it because I roll over every dollar that I collect. But again, it does generate sales for me, and it generates income, which helps me be a star consultant. So, all right. So those are the 9 ideas for November. I hope you guys are inspired, excited. There's nothing that you can't do. Now, I want to close with one thought. We have a little more than 24 hours while the career opportunity is on sale. And I want you guys to hear my heart. If you ask any woman on the street today, hey, do you have time to do a side business? She's going to look at you like you're nuts. She's going to say, babe, I don't have time to eat dinner. Like most women I know, especially if they've got little kids, they are tapped out. But if you say to them, gosh, you know what, Janie, I'm dropping off your order. I just keep thinking about you. Have you ever thought about doing something like Mary Kay on the side for the discount or some extra cash? Probably not Mary Kay, but have you ever thought about having a side hustle? There is not a woman on this planet that hasn't thought about having a side hustle at some point. And so what you can do is say, you know what? Here's the deal. I'll just pick on Janine. Say, Janine, this is what I would genuinely say to her. Say, Janine, you're one of the most positive people I know. You seem, and this is so true, like you never have a bad day. And I'm looking for someone just like you. Now, I know you may or may not be interested, but since I'm looking for someone like you, could I at least practice by sharing the information with you? And if nothing else, could you help me be a talent scout? I will give you $100 Mary Kay gift card for everyone that you refer to me that joins my team. Gang, I'll give her $100 of free Mary Kay. Are you kidding me? If she refers me to somebody who joins my team, you don't have to be that generous. You could do 50, you can do whatever you want, but that's what I give. And so I'm going to pay a genuine compliment to the woman and say, Janine, I'm looking for someone like you. And although you may or may not be interested, you probably know somebody like you. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to watch a 4-minute video for Mary Kay. Give me 15, 20 minutes, and you can have any one item in our entire line at half off. You name it. And she goes, any item? Say, yep. She goes, great, I'll take lifting serum. Okay. Like I'm willing to get, gang, I don't lose anything on a half price item. But if it means that she not only is, she's feeling empowered, she's feeling positive because I just paid her a huge compliment. And Janine is like that. She acts like, she seems like she never has a bad day. That's what I love about her. Always has a smile on her face, always is looking for the lemonade in every lemon that's thrown at her. And I admire that about you, Janine. So I would genuinely say that to her if she was my client still. I'm looking for somebody just like you. So does that make sense, you guys? So the opportunity is on sale through tomorrow. And then it goes back up to the regular price. And it's, it's $15 off for the one package. And, I mean, if they get all 3 packages, they save like $40 or something, $45. It almost pays for the samples for free. And keep in mind, all they've got to do is the $25 start by tomorrow. They have 2 weeks to order the other 2 pieces. So you guys all know people that you guys could get an agreement in. It's $25, not $2,500, not 25,000. It's $25. We all know someone who you could use extra cash or who wants the sisterhood or the camaraderie. So I'm going to challenge you guys on your 24-hour challenge is to send out a little text. If you need some help, text me and say, Diane, can you help me put together a little text? But the text would be something like this, like, hey, Janine, it's, she obviously would know who I am. Otherwise I wouldn't be texting her. I go, hey, Janine, how was your day today? Or how was your weekend? And I'm going to get her to respond back to me. And I'd say, I have an important, a pink emergency to ask you. Are you sitting down? And she'll text me back like, what? Or question mark or something. And I'll say, I have an important question to ask you. Can I give you a quick call? And hopefully she'll say yes. And then I'm going to get on the phone. And I'm going to say, okay, I think you'd be amazing doing what I do. I know you might be laughing or saying, Diane, you're insane, but truly, honestly, I'm looking for someone just like you. Positive energy, smile on their face, loves life, all of that. And I know you may not be interested. However, it's on sale through today. You could say this tomorrow morning. It's on sale through tomorrow. And I will give you any item in our entire line at half off if you will watch a 4-minute video and just give me 15 to 20 minutes. That's it. No obligation. Like, you don't have to sign up or anything. I just want you to watch this really quick video the company just made and give me 15 to 20 minutes. Now, if you guys do all of that, I've cleared my schedule for tomorrow. I'm available to help any of you do sharing appointments. Any of you, just let me know. All right. I appreciate each and every one of you guys.